Hello once again from Calvary Lutheran Church. Maggie and Eleanor were sitting in rocking chairs, rocking back and forth at the nursing home. And they began talking. Maggie said, "I can't believe that I'm about to reach 100 years old." To which Eleanor replied, "I can't believe that I've already passed 100 years old." They were quiet for a while, rocking back and forth, contemplating their age, when Eleanor expressed a critical concern. She said, "Maggie, we're getting so old that our friends in heaven are going to think that we didn't make it." Today, as we look at things, I'd like to leave our present situation, take a break from what's all going on around us, and talk about something else. Talk about heaven. A question I've been asked many a times, too many to count, is, will we know each other in heaven? This question is usually asked by someone who's concerned about whether or not a loved one, a spouse, a family member is going to know them once they reach heaven. Well, the short answer to that is yes. Yes, we will know one another when we're in heaven. And how do I know that? Well, when God created us, our personality, who we are, He created all that to last beyond the grave. For instance, He gave us a soul. That's our eternal part. When we die, our soul goes to be with the Lord in heaven. But our body, though it may decay in the ground, will also rise on the last day, be raised by Jesus, and joined with the soul, live forever in heaven. The Bible talks about a physical resurrection and restoration of our bodies. It says that our bodies will be like that of Jesus' resurrected body. This coming Sunday, we celebrate Easter. Jesus' resurrection from the dead, His victory over sin, death, and the grave. And the Apostle Paul has to say this about Jesus' resurrection in 1 Corinthians 15. He says, "But Christ has indeed been raised from the dead, the first fruits of those who have fallen asleep." Since Jesus rose physically from the grave, so will we rise physically from the grave. Will we know each other in heaven? Well, look at Jesus' resurrected body. Jesus had His memories. Jesus looked like Himself. Jesus talked with His disciples. And to His disciples, with His tongue, with His mouth, He ate fish, He touched them. And now Paul says He's the first fruits. We will be like Him. And because He rose, we also will. Jesus told His disciples Maundy Thursday evening, "Because I live, you will live." And why can't death hold us, neither soul nor body? Because of Good Friday. Because on Good Friday, Jesus took all of our sins, every single one of them, past, present, future, and bore the punishment that they deserve on Himself. He suffered for them. He died for them. He took them away. We are now forgiven. And thus, heaven awaits us. In fact, Jesus has given us a glorious promise. He says, "I have gone there to prepare a place for you." He has a place prepared for you already and waiting in heaven. And what glory awaits us? We will recognize one another. We will recognize other people too. Remember Peter, James, and John on the Mount of Transfiguration. They knew Moses and Elijah, even though they had lived centuries before. Even though they had never met them, they knew them. Yes, we will know one another when we get to heaven. And what glory awaits us. And as we deal with all the problems and troubles of this world, look beyond them. Keep your mind and your heart focused on heaven. Realize that as you live in this world, you're but a stranger here. Heaven is your home. Let us pray.
Jesus, our resurrected Lord. You have redeemed us and saved us through your perfect life and innocent death. Just as your word has assured us that our souls have been saved eternally by you, so your word assures us that our bodies, even though they die and decay, will be raised to a new life and will be transformed like your glorious body. Grant us patience to wait with hope for that day when death will totally be destroyed and sin's devastating effects on our bodies will vanish forever. Lord, continue to forgive our sins day by day and help us look beyond these times of trouble and pandemic to the glory of heaven that awaits. We ask this in your name. Amen. Once again, as we look to this being Holy Week, our Maundy Thursday service will be online 7 o'clock Thursday evening, Good Friday 7 o'clock Friday evening, and our Easter Victory celebration 9 o'clock Sunday morning. Have a blessed day.